Hello, everybody. This is Vivian, and today is October the 12th. So yes, I missed the 11th. So here we go. I'm going to do the 11th and 12th together. How about that? So if you're following along in a year of positive thinking, daily inspiration, courage and wisdom by Cindy Spiegel, then we are on page 197 for the 11th and the 12th of October. Okay, so here we go. The title, there are two titles, so we're just going to go through both of them. How about that? The first one is Share Your Truth. Let me read that anecdote and we'll get to it. All right, communicate from that place in the center of your heart. Share your truth. You deserve to be heard. Speak honestly and fearlessly share the dreams, stories, and words that may have been locked away. I love that because, I'm always talking about we need to share our story. You never know what wonderful effect that your story can have on someone else. It doesn't matter what type of story it is. You need to share your story. Sometimes in sharing your story, it helps to cleanse you, helps to get all of that gunk out. That's what I'm going to call it. But share your story. And here's why I say that. It's because if you've noticed, if you're talking to someone and they're afraid of something, and you share a story, not even your own, maybe somebody else's story, that's similar to what they're going through, and you share how that person overcame that issue or that problem, it gives that person that you're speaking to hope that they can do it too. So in sharing your story, you're giving people hope that they can overcome whatever challenges that they have, or that they can do whatever they want to do, right? And be successful at it. Think about, say I was diagnosed, I'm not going to say I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And my story for the longest time was, oh, I can't do this exercise and I can't do that exercise because I might hurt myself. Or it's going to be a lot of pain. Oh, it's going to do. So I was having these stories running through my head of why I couldn't. But when I told myself a different story, and I said, oh, yes, you can. That is a diagnosis. It does not have to be your reality. Then, when I shared that thing of overcoming that story with other people, they started to think, oh, wait. Oh, if she can do it, then I can do it. I was talking to my sister the other day, and we were talking about exercise. And she said, I didn't mention it, but she said, well, if you can do it with all your knee issues and with your RA, then I probably could do it too. I was so happy that she said that because she needs to get healthy. And so her thinking, because I shared my story, or I was showing that I could overcome those challenges or that challenge, then she was encouraged to start her own health journey. So think about it. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. You can demonstrate your story. So I demonstrated that no matter what, no matter the obstacle, no matter the challenge, I was still going to exercise and I was still going to get healthy because I wanted to and because I needed to. Then her knowing my past, knowing my diagnosis, she's like, wait a minute, if she can do that, why can't I? right? So think about that when you are hesitant to share your story or hesitant to show people what you're doing. That's also sharing a story. When you're out there and you're showing people what you're doing, you're telling your story. It doesn't always have to be in words. Sometimes telling your story can be in deed. So share your truth, share your story. It could really help you and it could really help someone else. Okay, so the next title is Humor is a Form of Hope. I love this one. Okay, so let me read this. The world can be wild and unpredictable, but you can find humor among the heaviness. Though humor will not change what is happening, the ability to seek out lightness is an essential tool for living a positive life. Finding humor is not the same as denial or pretending that whatever unfortunate situation isn't happening. In fact, it's the opposite. To master the ability to tap into humor, your heart must be wide open, your spirit must be full, and your soul must view the world with perspective and possibility. Humor is simply a form of hope. Ow. I'm speechless. I don't get that way much. But, you know, it's when bad things are happening, and maybe someone laughs. It's not necessarily because they think it's funny. And you know, that's the go-to. That's when we see somebody laughing in the face of danger, or laughing in the face of adversity, or laughing in the face of fear, or laughing in the face of all of these things. Those phrases came about because people do that. They laugh in the face of these things as a form of hope. That whatever that thing is, whatever that activity is, whatever that event is, there's hope that we can overcome it. Humor and laughter doesn't always mean you're mocking something or you're dismissing something. It just means that all of a sudden you have hope. You have the joy of knowing that something great is going to come out of this. Something beautiful is going to come out of this. And this too shall pass. See, that's a form of hope too. Is to think that every adversity, every bad thing that you see going on in the world, this too shall pass. And then that you can smile and you can actually bring some kind of humor to the situation. Humor meaning hope. Not that you're going to break out in laughter every time. That's not what that means. Or you could just see the beauty coming on the other side of it. You know, I talked this morning about breaking through a terror barrier and doing things that you're afraid of or that just scares the bejesus out of you, but doing it anyway. And then smiling in the face of it is seeing the humor in it. Wow, you know, I'm so scared of this, but I know that on the other side of all this fear, of all this terror, that there's going to be something really beautiful. And so that's the face of hope. Humor always brings up hope. And sometimes when you're feeling down and out, say you're feeling sad about something, humor can help turn that around. So even if you're just smiling or you're thinking of something that just makes you smile, that little bit can turn things around for you. and can make your life so much freer, so much better, so exponentially beautiful. So add a little humor. See the humor. You're not dismissing the situation. You're not trying to, bury your head in the sand. But you're trying to make sure that you stick a little bit of hope in everything. And that hope is alive in you in the form of humor. Think about it. This is why I smile a lot. And not every time that I smile am I happy. Everybody's not happy 24/7. But I can tell you that sadness, worry, fear, all of that, and a smile don't live in the same space. It doesn't live in the same space. And if you keep smiling, bring that hope and that humor to every situation, then I think what can happen for you and your life is that whatever situation comes up, you can make it through it because you know that on the other side of that situation, it's happiness and joy and hope. Thinking about this coronavirus thing. It's been going on for a while, right? Since March. Well, probably before that, but we knew about it in March, right? And a lot of bad things have happened because of it. But think of all the good things that have happened because of it. Think of how a lot of families are closer now. Because it's been 24/7 together. They had no other choice than to either break apart or get closer. And I think there are more closer families than there are ones that broke apart. The ones that broke apart probably had problems before all this, right? But because of this, parents are home with their kids. People take better care of themselves and their families. At one point, I don't know if that's true now because more people are out on the road, but at one point, gas prices were going down. People learned to be more patient with each other in these long lines at the grocery store or shopping, whatever it was. Were there instances where people didn't do that? Absolutely. But there were more good things than bad. So even though it's the actual event is not a good thing, but some of the things that happened in it during this pandemic turned out to be a good thing. That was the hope in it. That is the hope in it. Because it's not over. But if we look at it from the humor side of it, the hope side of it, if we have that optimism that at the end of this, or on the other side of this, people will actually be more tolerant of each other. People will actually want to be with each other 24/7. And they will know that the love is there. Think about it. There's hope in everything if you keep it alive. Smile at those wonderful things that people are doing for each other. And then just let the rest of that go. So if you have to do something about something that's going on now, then do it. But always know that on the other side of whatever bad thing that's happening, there's good. Law of polarity. Polar opposites. If there's bad, there has to be good. It's the law of the universe. You cannot change it. It happens. If there's bad, there has to be good. There has to be an opposite of what's going on. Because that's why you have left and right, side to front and back, up and down, in and out. There has to be an opposite. So the opposite of coronavirus is health. There you go. That's my take, and I'm sticking to that. So, at the beginning, people were saying, oh, I'm going to gain all this weight because I'm home and I'm doing all these things and I'm just eating and I'm just grazing. But in my case, I'm home, I'm exercising, I've lost 44 pounds. So it was a good thing for me, right? Because imagine what would have happened. Again, I'm thinking maybe or maybe not. I'm not sure. But if I had the freedom to go to a restaurant every week, would I have lost the weight? Would I have given excuses for eating unhealthy? Would I have given more excuses for not going out and exercising? Maybe. So maybe that's my good thing that happened out of the coronavirus. I started eating healthy. I started really paying attention to my health and my weight and all of that. So what good thing? Don't point out the bad stuff. I don't want you to point out the bad stuff. There might have been some bad stuff, but let's not focus on that. What good thing has happened for you during this time? What hope did you incorporate and actually implement during this time? See the humor. Feel the hope. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off of here. And, one other thing I want to say, gratitude. I do want to say gratitude because I am very, very grateful for you and your patronage of my channel. I appreciate you coming and hanging out and liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. I so appreciate it. I think I shared with you that my channel is growing in views and watch hours and all of this stuff, and that's all because of you guys. So I really appreciate you. I am so grateful for life, health, and strength. I am so grateful that I am a multi-millionaire, and I am so grateful that I am helping millions of families around the world get what they want. Families, people, individuals. I'm the wealth builder this week. That's the title I gave myself this week. So I'm very grateful for that, and that I'm implementing the strategies necessary to be the wealth builder. So that's my gratitude for the day. What are you grateful for? So guys, I will talk to you later, and I hope that you see the links down below. If any of that resonates with you, please go ahead and check them out. If you feel the need to do that, then that's great. There's an overnight millionaire program. There's the link to the book, A Year of Positive Thinking. There's a link for a business opportunity for you, and to the MSI program, Bob Proctor's MSI program, where you can network with like-minded people if you're building a business. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff down there. Click on it if you like. If you don't, all good. 'Cause no matter what, I wish you peace, I wish you love, and I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.